You, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of your ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
With just 3 days to go until the polls open, Hillary Clinton has finally managed to halt the Trump FBI emails poll surge, as the average of recent national opinion polls show a small widening of Hillary's lead over Trump to plus 1.6% from plus 1.3% yesterday, against 1.7% the day before and plus 2.2% on the 1st of November. That compares against plus 6% of less than 2 weeks ago. However, the national polls don't accurately represent the real election battle, which is taking place in some 9 BrExit swing states, representing 108 electoral college votes. Presently based on a minimum 4% polls advantage, the electoral college breaks down into a tally for Hillary Clinton of 239 votes, thus requiring just 31 to win, whilst Trump, based on the polls, has 191 electoral votes in the bag, thus requiring 79 to win. So it's no wonder that the political pundits are still heavily skewing their forecast projections strongly in Hillary's favour, as illustrated by Nate Silver's 538 site that currently states that Hillary has a 67% chance of winning the election, and as Trump needs to win a massive 79 votes out of the available 108, whilst Hillary's target is just a mere 31 votes. So if one just went on the polls, then yes, Hillary has won this election, for Trump has to win at least 3 of the biggest swing states, i.e. Florida, Pennsylvania and Ohio, for 67 votes, which would still not be enough to win, requiring either North Carolina or a couple of the smaller states. However, what the pollsters are missing is what I termed as the BrExit factor, that allows for a 3 to 4% swing against opinion polls in the actual election result, as a consequence of Donald Trump being America's first anti-establishment candidate in perhaps the past 40 years, who I expect to capitalise on the BrExit factor that shocked the British establishment in June 2016 due to the fact that pollsters, political pundits and the betting markets all got the result very badly wrong. So instead of Remain winning by 4%, as had been the expectation right into the close of the polls, Remain actually lost by 4%. The BrExit factor, one of the British people raging against the establishment elite, the bankster crime syndicate, and giving them a very bloody nose. And so is the case for this US presidential election, when Americans have an opportunity to give the American banking crime syndicate that owns most politicians a bloody nose. Therefore, whilst the 3 to 4% BrExit swing is unlikely to make much difference to those states standing on a 4% or greater poll lead for Hillary Clinton, nevertheless implies that virtually every swing state is a BrExit state that could go for Trump, including the important state of Florida, which Trump has to win the election. Therefore, when one factors in the BrExit factor, then Trump currently has a greater probability of winning this election than Hillary Clinton, which is set against the so-called analysts, virtually all of whom are on the basis of the opinion polls put Hillary strongly ahead. Of course, the situation could change during the last few days, as the BrExit factor allows for a less than 4% swing. So for instance, if Hillary pulls away by 4% or more in any of the swing states, then that would diminish the probability of Trump winning this election. So I will again come back to the state of play as we count down to the polls opening, so ensure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel for notification of. As for the betting markets, well, they are reflecting the rise in Hillary's national share of the vote, as Trump's price has risen from 3.45 yesterday to 3.9 today. What this means is if one placed a £100 bet on Trump today, then if he won the election, that would result in a profit of £290 plus the stake, whilst a £100 bet for Hillary would yield a profit of £35 if she won the election, which illustrates that the betting markets remain heavily skewed in Hillary's favour. The bottom line remains that the polls are wrong, the bookies are wrong, just as they were wrong for BrExit, just as they were wrong for the May 2015 UK general election, just as they were wrong for the Scottish September 2014 referendum, and now will be found to be wrong for the 2016 US presidential election. Ensure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel for my next update as we count down to election day.